Let me try that again. Hello there everyone. Today I'm going to be commentating over some of my Black Ops gameplay. The game is Domination on Nuketown. The class I'm using is the HK21 with drum mag, Python speed reloader, flak jacket, hardened, and I do believe second chance. First thing I've noticed actually is my friend recorded this for me because I don't have any recording software or hardware, whatever you want to call it. And he has a HD PVR, so he does all the recording. But first thing I noticed, it's just kind of weird, is he's got I think it's the boundaries taken in really far. I have mine right out of the edges. So to me it feels like the kill feed and like your score and everything, it seems to be getting in the way. I don't know, I guess some people like it like that, but for me, I like it out the side so I get a clear view of what I'm doing. So I did actually commentate this game before, but I felt like I was going too fast and I was trying to put too much, what's that word that I'm going to say? I was trying to put too much content into it. I was speaking really fast, I didn't like it that much. And seeing as my internet is going really slow right now, I am going to re-commentate it because there's not much else I can do right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the class I'm using, why I'm using it, and then I am going to... There was something else I was going to talk about. I'll remember in time. What I done was right at the start of this match, I said to my buddy Che, who I'm playing with, there's not actually the blue arrow on my screen in theater for some reason. I guess it just picks a random person if you were partied up, or a random amount of people you were partied up with when you're watching theater, and it makes them the blue arrows. But whatever. But yeah, at the start, what I had said is I told him to go for A and I'd go for B. But somehow we both managed to go for B, and that didn't really work. But we managed to capture A and B instead. No, sorry, C and B instead. And we now have this side, which I prefer. I'm not sure why, it's just personal preference, there's not that much difference anyway. But now we have this side, which is, you know, it's about the same, and we are winning, so that's always good. Right, okay, I'm gonna go over the class I'm using now, because I said I was going to earlier, and now I'm going to do it. I'm using the HK21 with drum mag. That is because I like light machine guns. They're a lot better in Black Ops than they were in Modern Warfare 2. The HK, in my opinion, is definitely the best one. The other one that I would consider using is the M60. I just don't like the M60 because it has a higher fire rate and it doesn't feel as accurate to me. It does have a bigger clip. It has 100 bullets per clip and 200 with extended mags. But you really need to use drum mag. I think it's actually called big ammo on the M60. No, sorry, that's the big ammo on the M60 gives you 200 bullets, but you need to use the grip so it's as accurate. With the HK, it's already pretty accurate, but you really need to use the drum mag attachment because it only has 30 bullets without and 60 bullets with. The HK, in my opinion, is the best LMG because of what I've said. The other one that I may consider using is the what's that one called? The Stoner 63, the hidden one that you need to buy all the other ones to unlock. And the Stoner 63, it feels a lot more like an assault rifle to me. And you really have to use Warlord with that, so it feels like I'm giving up my hardened, or sleight of hand. Because it has a really high fire rate, and only 30 bullets per clip. And I really don't like the iron sights, so to use that I'd have to use Warlord, use extended mag, and either red dot or reflex. Probably red dot, I don't like the reflex on that gun. And my sidearm is the Python speed reloader simply because I'm using last stand and I don't like having the M1911. My first perk is flak jacket. Flak jacket I think is a necessity on Nuketown because everyone's default reaction on this map is capture the flag at my side, then run over and toss a grenade at B. And it makes you survive a lot more than you really should on this map. Just because a lot of the deaths you're going to get on this map are from explosions, you know, Semtex frags and rocket launchers, and C4 as well, that's about it, usually. But they're used a lot compared to regular guns. Well, they're not used a lot, but you're going to get killed by them more than regular guns, so it increases your survivability by a lot. Flak Jacket Pro also lets you survive napalm. I believe napalm only does 5% of regular damage then. So napalm is essentially useless against you. I'm pretty sure you can just lie in it and it won't kill you. And also Flak Jacket Pro resets the fuse on grenades that like enemy grenades that you pick up. So what you can do is if you're capturing a flag and your team like an enemy teammate throws, no sorry, an enemy throws a grenade at all of you, if they, sorry, I'm kind of stuttering here. If you're all capturing a flag, say 3 of you, and someone throws a grenade, if you have flak jacket and your friends capturing the flag don't, what you can do is pick up the grenade and throw it away to protect everyone. I'm using hardened on my LMG. I just prefer hardened on the HK, just because I don't like getting kicked when I get shot when I'm using LMGs, and I can essentially ignore most walls. Like if I see someone on the UAV and I know they're behind a wall, I can just shoot through it, and 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna kill them. Like right here, I shoot through that wall and kill that guy, no bother. The other middle perk I'd consider using on my light machine gun is sleight of hand. That's just because the reload time does take quite a while. It's not too bad on the HK, I can live with it, and it allows you to it allows you to scope in faster, so you can be more aggressive. The last perk I'm using, which I know annoys a lot of people, is Second Chance. And the reason I like Second Chance is it annoys a lot of people. The gun I picked up just here, I really don't like guns like this with the weird sights, because they take up too much space and they distract me. But anyway, back to Second Chance. Second Chance, I like it because it annoys people, but it annoys me as well, but I guess, you know, other people can use it, so can I. I don't use it that much, I just like it on my light machine guns because the same reason as flak jacket, you're sort of slow, so you're more likely to be shot. You know, it's harder to like duck behind corners, and it just gives you a much higher survivability rate. Right here, I'm going in the napalm, I don't notice my teammate going down, he kills them, and then I just forget to revive him. That's actually my buddy that I'm playing with, and I'm pretty sure he must have been shouting at me, shouting at me on the mic there. Killstreaks I'm using for this game are UAV, counter UAV, and napalm. I believe I get 6 or 7 kills with the napalm. I'm pretty sure I get more kills in Last Stand, actually. Sorry, Second Chance. Gotta get my blackout plane go down. Pretty sure I get more Second Chance kills than actual napalm kills. So essentially, I'm using no kill streaks. What I mean by that is I'm not using any really high kill streaks, you know, like chopper gunner or dogs or whatever that are gonna get you a lot of kills. So the final score of this game, I believe, is 71-12, which is pretty good considering that I'm not using any high kill streaks. I don't mean high as in, you know, it takes a lot of kills to get. I mean ones that get you a lot of kills yourself. So this is a good game for me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't usually do this well. I've got a few other gameplays that I need Christoph, my recording monkey, to record for me. But he's going to do that in due course, I do believe. I forgot to mention all my perks are actually the pro version. I'm using Semtex because I don't like using frag grenades on the light machine guns because they take even longer to throw. I think, I'm not sure about that. Just, even though, yeah, let me try that again. But because it takes longer to scope in, I don't want to be, you know, having to hold down my frag. Then I'll be halfway through scoping in and someone comes around the corner and shoots me. That's just something that would annoy me. It's all personal preference. And that's the same reason why I'm using the stun grenades. I do like the flash grenades quite a bit, just on this map. There's not, you want to be throwing them really fast so you can, you know, get back into the action with your shooting. Right here, I'm pretty sure some guy hides inside my gun. Yeah, that guy there, I didn't see him, he was underneath my gun. Which is kind of a disadvantage of using the light machine guns. Right here I get a nice double toss back grenade. Which is really good, because in World at War, I wanted to use the perk toss back because it was cool, but it just wasn't, you know, feasible. But now that it's in a pro perk, it's really useful. I'm pretty sure we have a close game here. I'm not going to spoil the ending, so you can hold your breath, and it'll be really tense. You can see if we win. But, you know, you just have to find out all by yourself. I didn't mention as well that I'm using the Claymore. That's because I don't know, I like to use the motion sensors when I'm not using a sniper, just because the reason I'll use a Claymore with a sniper, because when I'm scoped in, I'm not going to be able to see my map, so the motion sensor is kind of useless. But I just prefer the Claymore on this map, because, well, as it's so small, you're going to die more. That's just, you know, it sort of happens, because there's more people in a smaller area, and the Claymore just sort of gets you after you kill. Right here, I'm trying to pick up a gun for the pipe and ACOG that I managed to pick up and I get killed, which was kind of annoying, but that's yeah, that stuff sort of happens. So the game is really close here. It's 167 to 167. I believe we've only got C, and we're desperately trying to push out and capture B. And I missed picking up someone else there as well. I didn't notice that actually before. Guess that makes me a bad person, but you know, some people don't pick you up when you're in Last Stand anyway, which is kind of mean. I know people don't like last stand, so say, well, if you're in last stand, or second chance, sorry, you know, I'm not going to pick you up. I mean, even if you don't like it, you might as well help your team out. So right here, I'm tossing grenades away from the flag. We managed to capture it. Actually, I don't know, I might even get an above and beyond here, I'm not sure. If you don't know what an above and beyond is, it's when you get put in the last stand and finish capturing the flag, which is really cool actually. That's why I like last stand in domination. Well, another reason, I'm pretty sure I've said a few already, but you know, we're just gonna go with this. Right here, I tried to revive this guy and I managed to pick up his pistol because he died. Couldn't find my HK, but I find an AK-47. The AK-47 is a solid assault rifle, I really like it. I'm not sure about the red dot though, I prefer using it with dual mags and silencer. Even though I don't like silence in the AK, just because, you know, I like the sound that it makes. Oh, look at me making gun sounds, I'm amazing. You know, I bet you guys can't make gun sounds like that. But anyway, yeah, in this game, a lot of the assault rifles, actually I think every assault rifle is feasible to use, because I will swap my assault rifle. I have like an automatic assault rifle class which is sort of set in stone, that I never really change, and I will use any automatic assault rifle on there, because they're all good. One of my favourites is definitely the AK though. The AK and the Enfield are probably my favourites. The game's come to an end, we did win, 201 to 197, survived the end on last stand, final score is 71 to 12. Hope you enjoyed this video, had 5 captures, 4 defends, and rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. Out.